Subscribe to TNT Life, y'all. 42 degrees outside. And I say it's a good day to make some soup. So it's pretty much a dump and go soup because you just take stuff you got and throw it in. So what it's gonna be is a vegetable beef soup, and I don't have any vegetable broth. So I would normally put the vegetable broth in, but what I'm gonna have to do is I'm trying to put the vegetable broth in and just let it ride because it's gonna be in the pressure cooker, which y'all would probably call an Instapot or Ninja Food Hill, but all in all, it's a pressure cooker. So I'm gonna have to render some flavor out of my vegetables in order to make my broth. Let's go do it. Okay, y'all, what I'm gonna start with is like a pound of beef. This is like beef stew meat, and this is a part you wouldn't have to do with a pressure cooker because it's gonna infuse flavors real deep with a pressure cooker. You see, I got deep with the voice when I say that, real deep. But by this being a soupy soup, I really didn't want to touch this right now. What I'm gonna do is, well, it came out in big pieces. Something I really didn't want. Something I really didn't want. You don't want them big old pieces in your soup, y'all. So, and I had to get the real scissors out this drawer. So I'm gonna cut it up in little bite-sized pieces. That when you hit it with the fork, you can enjoy it. You have to be trying to chop it up and bite off of it. Just throw it in your mouth and run with it. While I'm gonna get some more scissors and do this though, but while I'm doing it, you can rest. Okay, y'all. Pretty much what I'm gonna use here. This seasoning right here, I like to marinate with this stuff. You put this in some pork chops overnight, but it's pretty much soy sauce. What I'm gonna do is, y'all, I love pepper, so I'm gonna hit it with the cracked pepper. Put the cracked black on now, boom. Lay it down with that soy sauce. Well, Dale's seasoning. That's a bit enough. I ain't gonna hit it too tough. Alright, then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it over here to the water. Ta-da. Cover that up with, we're gonna put a little bit more of this in there, you know what I'm saying? Look a little light on me there. Yeah, that'll do it right there. Alright. You can put this in a Ziploc bag and for about 4 hours or overnight is the best. If you're gonna marinate some stuff. I didn't say brine, I said marinate. But you know I'm the gadget man, so I got this. This will do the job in about 30 minutes or less. Yep, I said 30 minutes or less. It's almost like pressure cooking, but pressure marinade. Once I pull all the air out of there, it's gonna make a vacuum. It's gonna suck through everything. So it's gonna open marinate. Turn that to the marinate button. Got my little fresh savor, little old small junk here for the small stuff. See, usually that top will come off when you do that, but it's vacuum. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put it in there for a while because I'm just doing this early now, but it normally take 30 minutes or less, and you'll see the different change in the meat. You saw how red it was. You'll see the change in the meat when I pull it out. Alright, y'all, here go the rest of the ingredients. You know, minus seasonings. We'll get to that though. Alright, here where we at. You're gonna need yourself some baby carrots. You're gonna need yourself some vegetables. And it's like peas, green beans, onion, carrots, corn, potatoes. What's something missing? It's just a little vegetable bag. It's just a toss bag, you know. You yourself a couple pieces of celery. It's a sweet onion, y'all. So I'm using half of a sweet onion. And this is the secret. Beefy onion. And out of this beefy onion, we're gonna use 1 pack of it. That's gonna be some of the seasoning. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this right here, and I'm gonna boil it with like 2 cups of water, so something like that nature. And that's what I'm gonna get my beef. I'm gonna put a little salt in it, and that's what I'm gonna get my vegetable broth out of. I'm gonna get to cutting this up. Alright, this is pretty much the size I want with the celery, since I'm gonna boil it. I would have made it a little smaller if I was gonna just dump it, but I ain't got too much worry about that because I got a little celery in the bag. But this is what I'm gonna boil, so I make big pieces, so when they melt a little bit, they'll get soft and it just won't be mushy. Same thing with the onion, y'all. Same thing. You want these big pieces, because they're gonna, I say melt down. You won't call it melt, but it ain't melting. Alright, this is 2 cups of water, y'all. A little of SPG. I need to make some more of this. That's the recipe. But go on an earlier part of this channel, and I'll show you how to make the SPG. Just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Now we're gonna boil that a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Alright, let's give ourselves some carrots, some slices of carrots to eat on while it's in the soup. I use about half a bag of that, because you know we got bags carrots in there, so I use half a bag. Cut them up into little slices. Little slices. But I got something else here. I forgot. I don't know how I forgot, but you gotta have your potatoes, y'all. So I'm gonna shave these up a little bit, and then we'll come back. Alright. Got an ugly part there, y'all. Alright. Some people will wonder, why you use a meat cleaver to cut up everything? Man, this thing is so easy to work with, y'all. I like this better than any knife I can deal with. If you ever seen Salt Bae, he got this old ugly knife, and he use it all the time. But this knife here, well, cleaver. This here, it's the bone. I keep it sharp and everything. Let me see, what size I want these things. Yeah, it's soup, so we don't want nothing major. I mean, get whatever kind of potatoes you want. Get whatever kind of vegetables you want. Whether it's regular, organic, whatever. They all pretty much the same. They'll lie to you and tell you they organic sometimes. And sometimes you have to use pesticides and all in your garden and everything. So just get what you're going to get. I mean, Your grandfolks ate it coming up. They live longer than some of these people around here now. You know what I'm saying? You got people that live 89, they still dying, 100 years old. And then you got some of us who run around here talking about, I'm into this kombucha and all that type of stuff. This is, you gotta take care of this and do that. That man, these folks dying at 36 years old, man. 36, 35, 34, they just dying. You'd have kept eating what your grandfolks ate, which was lard and salt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this gluten free. Oh, this is this free. This ain't got this in it. Just eat the food. I know it ain't the same as they did it back in the days, but it's close. Alright, y'all. All I did was cover this up with water. H2O, aqua, whatever you want to call it, because some of you is crazy on that too. Oh, it's not common. It's at the regular tap. You know, I drink tap water. Been drinking tap water since I was coming up. I don't need no bottled water, or as everybody say, waters. Give me a water. You know, just tap water. It is what it is. And around here, our water is recycled. You didn't know that. If you lived here, some of you didn't know that. Our water is recycled here in Hattiesburg. So, it is what I've been drinking it forever. I'm going on 50 years old, y'all. So, I made it this far. Good to go. Alright? See, I put this in here so they won't brown on me because I'm not finna cook them right now. So, I just cut them up for the video. Now I'm just fixing to put all this stuff up into the refrigerator. Now here's my vegetable broth. There it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strain my vegetables out of here and use this 2 cups of broth that I got. Instant vegetable broth. I mean, it may got MSGs and all that in it. Just be calm. Be calm. Dang. Big oops on my part, y'all. How did I just forget? You know what I'm saying? I was worried about the vegetable broth. I was making it. I forgot to tell you, you're going to need a box of beef. Like 32 ounces of beef broth. And you're going to need yourself some tomato. You know you got to have your tomato for soup. Some kind of tomato. So, the Rotel is diced and it got like green chilies in it. But you can use any kind of tomatoes you want. You can use the big stew tomatoes. You can use any other name brand diced tomatoes. You can use just tomatoes, you know, however you want to do it. You can mash your own tomatoes if you want to. But another thing, on those amounts I put in, it too much don't matter. It just depends on how much you want. You know what I'm saying? Like on this for instance, you can go with just one. But I want that much tomato in mine. And on the vegetables that I boil, you know, I put 2 stalks of celery and a half of a sweet onion. That is how much vegetables I want, because I looked at the bag of vegetables I had that's gonna go into it. So that ratio came out just right for that. So that is like how you want, how much you want. This is a blueprint, a basis where you start at. That's all this is. It's a start. And like looking at this picture here, you can throw mushrooms in if you want to. I mean, whatever you want to do in your soup, you can do it. But this here is just a blueprint. Make the recipe yours. You know what I'm saying? Start here and say, I want to put whatever in mine. You might want to put bell pepper in it. It's up to you. Alright. Now y'all remember what that looked like. I'm going to release the air. I'm going to show you what it looked like piece that didn't go down in there. Can you see the difference? See that redness and that brownness? Almost look like it was cooked. Alright, drained it off. Alright, there's a difference here, y'all. I made a marinade. That's with a T. So I can marinade this stuff. That's a difference in marinate and marinade. Alright, what I'm going to do is put it in the pressure cooker. Instapot. Whatever you got. But the end product is a pressure cooker. So we just dumped it into the pressure cooker. Now what I'm going to do, I could do what people do and brown this, but it ain't going to make no difference. Trust me when I tell you. The only way to make a difference is I browned it real tough, real good, and made a crust that's going to come off and add something to it, but no searing in or flavors on that browning. You can skip that step. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is take some Italian seasoning. This is just Italian grinder, which has basil, oregano, and the rosemary in it. Hit it up with a little bit of that. Alright. Throw a little SPG on top of that. Alright. Now we're going to take our secrets. Throw that on top of that. Yeah. Then I'm going to take my 2 cups of vegetable water. That's what you want to call it, vegetable water. Then I want to take my whole beef broth, beef water, like so. I'm going to empty that dude up in there. Every little drop. Alright. What I want to dump next, y'all, it don't really matter, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the tomatoes, which I need to open this can up. I'm going to take my fingernails here. You find that spot, go around. It'll make a much cleaner cut than just using the can to open them. Then you like that. Hollywood magic, y'all. Want to see me do it again with this one? Ooh. Look clean, ain't it? Dump that. Pow. I'm gonna need something to stir with. Use my little sliding spoon here. I'm gonna dump these taters in there. I'm gonna dump carrots. Now I'm gonna dump onion and celery. Oh yeah. I want all of it. Now I'm gonna dump my vegetables in there. Vegetables. Now we making soup, y'all. Let me get this kind of incorporated, stirred up. Like I said, you might have a Ninja Foodi, you might have an Instapot, or you may have like what I got, Emerald Lagasse. You may have some other name brand. It runs a pressure cooker. Electric to be preferred, not none of that old school stuff. This don't look right, y'all. I'm putting a little more SPG in there. And I need a little more, I need a little cracked black pepper. Just like that. I ain't shooting for beef stew, y'all. I'm shooting for soup. You know what? This is a dump and go recipe. I'm gonna do something else here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna add this tomato. Just give it a little more tomato-y to it. And luckily, got a pop top here. I mean, I could have added tomato sauce, tomato paste, but tomato paste would have gave it a little more thickness. I don't want the thickness. I'm working on soup here. I'm working on soup, tomato type soup. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir this up real good. Real good, yeah. Got that meat already marinated. Now that step I just took, y'all, you don't have to do that at all. You don't. But like I said, this is a dump and go soup. And I am right at my full line. That's much more. I can't put nothing else in there. All right. This here's a pressure cooker / air fryer, but I'm taking my pressure cooker lid here. Alright, and we're gonna pressure cook this. This side here with the little dots on it, you can't see it probably. That's my pressure cooking side right there. So I'm gonna put it on stew, and that ain't good enough. No. I want to take it up to 30 minutes, y'all. And set it and forget it. What this gonna do, it's gonna warm up until it gets to its desired temp and pressure. Then that'll start counting down. 30 minutes. Then I can do a manual release, or I can just release the pressure out, you know, unnaturally. So it's doing this little thug thizzle, y'all. So let's let it ride. Alright, as you can hear, I'm releasing all the pressure out of it. It's been like 34 minutes. Alright, all the steam is done. What we're gonna do here, you wanna open this lid away from you. Just in case any steam in it, it'll make it go that way. And you want to let the juices drop it back inside too. So open, take it off, let that pour out. Let's see what we got here. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it. Let me bring y'all in closer. This smells super good, y'all. Super good.